You travel quite a bit. Anything you've learned in your travels to make traveling easier, packing, getting on a plane, anything like that?
I one thing again, I'm Canadian, so I got myself a Nexus card, which is basically for going through customs, and it's a trusted traveler kind of idea. So I did that. So I'm cutting through a lot of lines for the security, which helps. You know, you get to go in the pilot line or the flight staff, flight crew line. That's a big help, and it only cost me. And I mean, those trusted traveler cards, they're all a little bit different. They all kind of fall under the same major government, heading, I guess. But mine only cost me $50, and it's good for 5 years. So it's totally that's a no-brainer for me. And in Canadian domestically, even I can cut in the lines for security, and so it saves me a lot of time that way. Another thing that's great to have is a steamer, which is for steaming your suits and everything. I learned a way when you buy a custom suit, and this is another Joel thing he taught us. You can fold a suit in a certain way that it really limits the amount of creases, and so I do that because I wear a suit when I fly, so I dress up to fly because you're treated better, but also if your bags are lost, you're still good. I have my bag of stuff with me. I'm dressed appropriately. I can go do the show, right? And if sometimes I'm taking a little sound system with me as a backup too, and so I have everything I need. I can perform. So that's kind of one of the just assume the airlines will screw up every time. I think that's a good good rule of thumb. But the steamer is great to have with you because then I'll have a second suit that I pack in case something happens when I'm traveling in my first suit. And I can steam it and freshen them up and look nice, and iron your shirts. So not a lot of travel things. Oh, I do like Grid It though. Have you seen those, Tom?
No.
So this is something made by Cocoon Innovations, and it's basically these boards, and they have these elastic band things that is just a grid. And what's cool is whatever you want to keep. Like I have some stuff that I can't fly with, right? That is just too wouldn't be allowed, or it's kind of questionable. So I'll put that in there, but it's not integral to my performance. But I often like a jackknife, even those are kind of allowed now. But things I might need to, I don't know, fix props, make things, I'll just stick them all in here in one spot, and I put it in my bag, and so I know where they all are, and it just kind of holds it. And I don't know, I kind of find them kind of fun to pack with. But you can put cords and whatever you want in here for different adapters and different things like that. So.
When you were talking about steamer, is there a type of steamer that you have, or
Yeah.
I've used different ones and have never really been happy with them.
You know what? I have a little bit of a collection right now too. I was in Vegas and I bought this Ital steam. So I have this one but you have to put salt in it,
Hmm.
and I'm finding that kind of a pain in the butt. So, but this one is super light and super small, and then there's just a cord that plugs in. But then I have another one. This one is called a Jiffy steamer, and it's bigger, but this thing is like industrial, and it doesn't take up too much space. But all you do is pour water in, you plug the sucker in, and it's constant steam. And I think this is actually the more of the workhorse, and this is the best one I've really had for non-salt ones. That other one that you put the salt in, it is almost instant, and the steam just comes pouring out, and you can really see it. But I'm just not liking the salt thing because it comes with a little scoop that you can put salt in the bottom, but it doesn't seal good enough, and then I've got salt in all my luggage, and I think I might just have to go to McDonald's and grab a bunch of those little packets for it or something. So.